I don't have a lot of time to edit this video, so I'm going to try to go as fast as I can without stumbling because it's a time constraint. It's Merry Christmas to you, Merry Xmas to you, event thing happening on the YouTubes and on other social media, and I will link on the description down below so you can know what the heck I'm talking about. But right now this is going to be a contest entry, alright? I'm supposed to create a magical school like Hogwarts. I'm supposed to design a crest and design the school a little bit with the traits you have to design 4 houses with each traits, and I kind of went all crazy with the description. The drawing itself isn't that good. I promise I know how to draw at least a little bit, you guys. Whatever, I'm just gonna talk about the whole thing now. Alright, so this contest was made by a bunch of people, but this particular one is being hosted by Kristina, which I just started watching her videos and she's really cool. And okay, let's get down to business. So, alright, so I have it in Google Docs right here. So if you see me looking at not the camera, I'm going to be looking at the information that I wrote down for each school. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, I should show you the crest first. Here's the crest. It's not the most beautiful, but I made it, and I'm a little proud of it. It's called Collini. I did look at one video that said how to spell that word, and it said Collini, so that's what I'm calling it, but you can call it however you'd like, and if you know the exact way of calling this, you can tell me in the comments down below, please. Anyway, this is a C, this is an apple, this is gooseberries, this is an apricot, and this is red cabbage. So Collini is the Collini School of Seasonal Crafting, and it's based on the Wheel of the Year from the pagan calendar, the pagan holiday calendar, and you have already heard about bits and pieces of it. You've heard of the Yule Ball. If you're watching this, you know what the Yule Ball is, and yeah, okay, let's get down to it. So each house is based on a mid-holiday of the season, and each house gets to host a festival each year. As in, like, there's 4 festivals and 1 for each season. Summer, spring, winter, and fall. So, alright, so we go to winter first, which is the red cabbage. I looked for, like, fruits of the season for each one of these, and I hope that I'm right. At least, I live in Puerto Rico. I don't know if it's different elsewhere. It is because there's different seasons. But you know what I mean. Alright, whatever. Okay, so cool. Yeah. So the personality for the winter house, which is Yule, this one, is peaceful, romantic, gentle, and soft-spoken like snow. And sometimes their downfall is that they sometimes get a little melancholic, as you can probably imagine. So I went all crazy with the festival, so I'm gonna I'm gonna push right through it. Many of these students like to cozy up together in knitted scarves, and they provide this during their festivals as well. Their festivals take place indoors, and they serve hot cocoa, hot vanilla, and most importantly, hot butterbeer. They like to watch the snowfall as well. Whatever. These students set up a variety of fun indoor entertainment, like magical chess, other board games, magical and non-magical muggle board games for the curious. And they set up a little choir show with the Yule Carolyn students, who, by the way, they carol at every moment of the year. Well, not every single moment, but they carol whenever, alright, because they're still the Yule students every day of the year. So, but yeah, they set up a little show, and the older students sometimes set up, they orchestrate a play or a musical that they write themselves, or it could be a classic too. So, alright. They prepare months prior a secret gift exchange, which comes as a total surprise because everyone in the castle is casted a spell on them, so they don't say the name of whoever they give the gift to. If they try to say or write the name of the person they give a gift to, they end up saying something incredibly embarrassing like, "I must fart now." I'm gifting to "I must fart now." So yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, so Ostara is for spring, which is the apricot. and those get orange and that little brown, earthy brown color for like the middle of the apricot. Their personality traits are quirky and silly, curious and free-spirited, and sometimes a little indecisive. I think I might be in this one. So, their festival. They tend to love picnics, and they will make one great big picnic on the outdoors on the day of their festival. No matter the weather, because they got the magic umbrella charms times hundreds, and they form a see-through tent for all the students to like gather around and have a beautiful little picnic. Alright, so Ostara is also where some of the Easter customs comes from. So several Easter-like activities take place, such as magical hiding eggs around the school grounds. However, be careful, for they might be chock full of chocolatey prices, yay, or they might explode in your face. They're not supposed to singe your eyebrows off, but let's be clear, students are still learning, so of course there are some people come out eyebrowless. But the explosion, what it's meant to do, what it might probably do, is set you off on a fit of giggles as if you're being tickled silly by little puppy dogs. Alright, so if there's a student that year whose Patronus charm is a rabbit, they'll be crowned the Ostara king or queen or princess or prince, and that will be wonderful. I can just imagine like Luna in this scenario. So there's also baskets around so people can get food and candy, generally candy from. And when the night comes, they create temporary fireplaces, like bonfires, so they can roast marshmallows all together and sing beautiful campfire songs, magical campfire songs. How do you think those go? Alright, so onwards to summer, which is Litha. I hope that I'm saying that right. And it's this one. You see, I try to make it clockwise. Yes. I try to make it clockwise, like, I should have started with this one, but it's supposed to start with this one because you start school in autumn generally and then you keep going, but we're gonna end with autumn. So anyway, summer, Litha, is the gooseberry, which I'm not familiar with. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life, but I did a quick Google search. So the personality for Litha students is upbeat, optimistic, and honest. Sometimes a little overwhelming to others. A lot of inspiration for this house from the Midsummer Festival in Suiza. I don't know how to say it in English. The Sweden Festival, which I saw, and a lot of you probably already also saw in Snapchat, the live story. It was gorgeous, and I really want to go now, full of flower crowns and all that stuff. But okay, let's move to the festival. These students, these Litha students, they make flower crowns for all the students that are attending the festival, and even the ones that are sick in their beds that couldn't attend the festival, they send like a little charm so they can have like a magical flower crown and feel better and feel like they're part of the celebration. They have maples and dancing, and make it so that every time that people dance together, there's little magical mushrooms appear momentarily as if it was like a fairy ring. They also have several swings over the lake and provide useful, safe equipment for magical floaties if you want to take a little swim. Be careful with the arm floaties though, because sometimes the younger students, they charm the floatiness too much, and sometimes poor shivering students have been found atop the highest places in school grounds, waiting for someone with a broom to bring them back down. I can only imagine Neville, of course, previous badass years. So, in such a celebration of beauty and lifeless honesty, lots of love confessions happen on this day between the students. So, last but not least, even though it's supposed to be the first one that I started with, is autumn, which is Mabon. I hope it's Mabon and maybe Mabon. English, why do you do this? Okay, personality for autumn, Mabon. The season and the colors remind me of these traits. Hardworking, confident, and grounded. Sometimes, though, a little too rigid or stubborn. They got a green thumb though, and they grow their own veggies. They grow their own food for the festival, and being the dependable people that they are, they end up growing food for the rest of the festivals too. But the autumn festival is the biggest feast of the year, and everybody comes out so stuffed that they really end up hoping that it falls so that the next day is a weekend, so that they don't have to go to school the next day, because they're like, please, no transfiguration for me. So yeah, so the school days tend to be a little slow after that giant feast that they have in Mabon. It occurs indoors, and everybody is invited. Obviously, everybody's invited to all of them. But they really, like, there's a lot of unity on this day. They promote unity. And if there's a family, or a family member, or a dear friend that wants to come visit, and they try to make it so that all the students have that opportunity to bring in someone that they love from their family, or someone like a friend from another school, and yada yada. Alright, so it is customary to send heartfelt notes to the person that you are thankful for, to someone that you are thankful for, whether it's anonymous or not, like sending a professor a thank you for being such a great professor that year. So yeah, alright, so that's it for my school. I was gonna talk about another idea that I had for another school, but I think I'll end up doing that for another video. I want to get this out as soon as possible so Kristina can see it. Alright, I think I'm done. I think I got everything. This is my crest for Kalini School of Seasonal Crafting. Or I could have like snuck in harvest. Probably the part that goes on the bottom, like the phrase, will probably have the word harvest in it. I like that word. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to everyone. I'll post the links in the description after I post it, so stay tuned for that. Alright, bye. Take care, everyone. Bye.